Milo's Adventure, the Forgotten Town of Shadows. Once upon a time, in the heart of the enchanted forest, Milo, the adventurous mouse with bright blue eyes and a trusty backpack, set off on another journey. This time, his curiosity was piqued by an old, tattered map he found hidden beneath the roots of an ancient oak tree. The map hinted at a forgotten town, long abandoned and shrouded in mystery. Determined to uncover its secrets, Milo set off on his adventure. As Milo ventured deeper into the forest, the trees grew taller, and the canopy thicker, casting eerie shadows on the forest floor. The path became less trodden, and the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves faded into an ominous silence. Milo's heart raced with a mix of fear and excitement as he followed the map's cryptic directions. After hours of trekking, Milo arrived at the edge of a vast clearing. In the center stood a towering gate, its iron bars entwined with thick vines. The gate creaked open with a gentle push, revealing a cobblestone path leading into the forgotten town. The buildings were overgrown with ivy, their once grand facades now crumbling and weathered by time. A sense of melancholy hung in the air, as if the town itself mourned its lost glory. Milo wandered through the deserted streets, marveling at the remnants of a bygone era. He imagined the town bustling with life, the laughter of children echoing through the alleyways, and the chatter of townsfolk filling the market square. But now, all that remained were whispers of the past. As he explored, Milo discovered an old library, its wooden door barely hanging on its hinges. Inside, dusty shelves lined the walls, filled with ancient tomes and scrolls. A large, ornate desk stood in the center, covered in cobwebs. Milo brushed away the dust and found a leather-bound journal. It belonged to the town's historian, who had meticulously recorded the events leading up to the town's abandonment. The journal revealed that the town, known as Shadowhaven, had once been a thriving community. Its inhabitants were skilled artisans, known for their exquisite craftsmanship and vibrant culture. But one fateful night, a mysterious fog had rolled in, enveloping the town in darkness. Strange occurrences began to plague the town, and one by one, its residents vanished without a trace. Determined to uncover the truth, Milo delved deeper into the journal. He discovered that the fog was linked to an ancient artifact hidden within the town's grand cathedral. The artifact, known as the Orb of Shadows, possessed immense power and had been stolen from its rightful place in the Temple of Light. The theft had unleashed a curse upon the town, causing it to fall into darkness. With newfound resolve, Milo set off to find the cathedral. As he navigated the winding streets, the fog began to roll in once more, its tendrils curling around him. The air grew cold, and an eerie silence settled over the town. Milo's heart pounded, but he pressed on, guided by the journal's instructions. At last, he reached the cathedral, its towering spires looming overhead. The massive wooden doors creaked open, revealing a vast, dimly lit interior. In the center of the nave stood a pedestal, and atop it, the Orb of Shadows. Its dark, swirling energy pulsed with an ominous glow. Milo approached the orb cautiously, his heart racing. He knew he had to return it to the Temple of Light to break the curse and restore Shadowhaven to its former glory. As he reached out to touch the orb, a voice echoed through the cathedral. "Who dares to disturb the Orb of Shadows?" Milo turned to see a shadowy figure emerging from the darkness. It was the spirit of the town's guardian, bound to the orb by the curse. The guardian's eyes glowed with an otherworldly light as he spoke. "I am Milo," he said, his voice steady. "I have come to break the curse and restore light to Shadowhaven." The guardian studied Milo for a moment before nodding. "Very well, brave mouse. But beware, the journey to the Temple of Light is fraught with danger. The darkness will not release its hold easily. With the orb in his possession, Milo set off on the perilous journey to the Temple of Light. The path was treacherous, filled with obstacles and creatures of the night. But Milo's determination never wavered. He navigated through dark forests, crossed roaring rivers, and climbed steep mountains, guided by the light of the orb. Finally, after days of arduous travel, Milo reached the Temple of Light. The grand structure gleamed with an ethereal glow, its walls adorned with intricate carvings depicting the battle between light and darkness. Milo approached the altar at the heart of the temple and placed the Orb of Shadows in its rightful place. As the orb settled into the altar, a blinding light filled the temple, banishing the darkness. The curse was lifted, and Milo felt a surge of warmth and peace wash over him. He knew that Shadowhaven would now be restored to its former glory. Milo returned to the town, and to his amazement, the fog had lifted. The buildings were no longer in ruins, and the streets were once again filled with life. The townsfolk, now freed from the curse, greeted Milo with gratitude and joy. Shadowhaven had been restored, and its people would forever remember the brave mouse who had saved them. Milo's heart swelled with pride as he bid farewell to the town, knowing that he had made a difference. With the map of Shadowhaven safely tucked in his backpack, Milo set off on his next adventure, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. For Milo, the adventurous mouse, knew that the world was full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered, and he was determined to explore them all.